With an abundance of volunteer opportunities available in our region, many are drawn to helping people who feel they have nowhere to turn. Feeding the hungry is a fundamental yet relentless need, and an army of dedicated volunteers offer more than just daily bread. They run the soup kitchens and Meals on Wheels programs that nourish both their clients and themselves. Volunteers describe an uplifting experience and draw immense satisfaction from helping those who live on the margins.
Love it, absolutely love it. It's very rewarding in many ways. It's hands-on volunteering. You actually can see the good that your volunteering does. It's not just a matter of material helping, it's also a matter of spiritually helping people.
Takes 18 to 20 of these a week.
When an organization relies primarily on donations, acquiring and preparing large quantities of nutritious food can be daunting. Excess food inventory and food that is imperfect or nearing expiration from stores and wholesalers is brought to area soup kitchens like the St. Matthew's House in Naples. Built by volunteers in 1995, the large kitchen provides hundreds of meals each day. There's a professional chef to ensure the meals are nutritious and appetizing, but Executive Director Van Ellison says it's the volunteers who are the lifeblood of these nonprofit organizations.
They really supplement the feeding ministry. They take care of the thrift operation. They help work with the programs of the homeless that are coming off the streets. They can do everything here.
Ellison, an Eagle Scout, says that he learned about service early on from Boy Scouts and his Catholic faith. He speaks to many people who are drawn to serve others and have fun while doing it. In fact, having lunch at the soup kitchen is the highlight of tours that new volunteers get, especially if they get a home-cooked meal from Italian grandmothers.
Tuesday in the soup kitchen, we always have a group of ladies, we call them our Italian squad, and they come in together, and that's their time together. Instead of playing bridge, and they come to serve and prepare lunch and dinner for Tuesday.
For those who don't cook, volunteers can tap into a variety of outreach services at St. Matthew's House. Lisette Wynn is a surgical nurse in Naples who comes in each Friday afternoon to help connect homeless clients to services and jobs. Food is the bridge that draws some of the most desperate people in, so volunteers like Wynn can address their multiple needs.
St. Matthew's House lifts them up, gives them hope, security, which a lot of them don't have, especially when you're homeless.
Wynn had volunteered for several youth organizations like Special Olympics, but when a representative of St. Matthew's came to her church seeking volunteers, she said she felt a calling that opened her eyes to a different world.
I know individually how I dealt with it before was to just not deal with it, not realizing I had no idea all the things St. Matthew's House does. It's groceries, it's housing, it's obtaining bus tickets for people to get home.
Sometimes volunteers and employees must take on extraordinary duties, like when the head cook at the Community Cooperative Ministries Incorporated soup kitchen in Fort Myers had a heart attack. On her first day as executive director, Sarah Owens had to open the facility and inform the volunteers that she was going to need them more than ever. Although Owens, a former executive in charge of investor relations, had many skills, none involved cooking.
I cannot cook, so that day I had to cook 300 Meals on Wheels meals and all the food for all these people. And I had to cook in here and run the kitchen for months until I hired somebody. It was a complete joke with everybody that knew me.
But managing people is one of Owens' strengths, and she motivates a base of about 1,500 volunteers. She herself got involved in the soup kitchen when her daughter Britt started helping out in several organizations to meet high school graduation requirements.
I started to see that skills and talents and things that I had and had used in my career over the years could really be used to make a profound difference in someone's life. It was a huge shift because my whole background was in corporate communications. I worked for publicly traded companies. So my bottom line was always the shareholders and the stock price. It's turned out great. I laugh about 15 years ago, I was jetting all over the world to meetings, and now I spend most of my time in a soup kitchen, and it's worked out great.
CCMI offers a number of services, including certified childcare for working parents, a Montessori program that gives peace of mind to those with more than enough worries. Owen says that once the basic need of hunger is met, the facility can be a gateway to job training, addiction treatment, or medical aid.
We don't want to manage suffering by handing food out. We want to provide people with the skills and empower them to change their lives and to end suffering for themselves and thus end suffering for the community.